right? We went here, and you see, like, where is this coming from? Look at my toes, and there's a pressure. See how I'm walking? See, like, this is what I mean by, here Danny's asking, like, do you cook them? Like right now, I'm gonna cook Danny a little bit, right? Now he's not giving me the mount. He doesn't wanna make a mistake. So he's kind of just staying in a ball. So now I just focus. I push on this. I start backing this leg up. Now I don't stop here, look. I go all the way up, see that? And now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do from here. Are we gonna go to the underhook and go here? Are we gonna go over here? This is good. Are we gonna stay under the head and go to the doorstop? What does it look like I'm setting up? Anybody know? If my hand's here.
That Dars from the other day.
Yeah, that Dars. See that? That's like immediate, right? If my hand's over here, what am I setting up? Anybody?
Arm triangle. Or arm bar, yeah.
Arm bar? Like far side arm bar?
Mm-hmm.
How do I do a far side arm bar if that arm is out? I think you guys might be thinking ahead too much. Like if I go here, like this, I could still try to do it, right? But at this immediate moment, if Dan just wanted to stop me, he could just keep his elbow out, like hug my body. Like how do I go to the arm bar now? Now I gotta like, okay coach, no problem. I'll just choke him a little bit and I'll eventually get there. That is possible, but that's not the answer that I was looking for.
Baseball choke.
Baseball choke was one. Okay? Baseball choke's one. See, we did it from the staple, but now the arm's out. So his right hand really can't defend. So I could move up here and block that arm and go right here. See that? So we've got option there. Okay? I like triangle, but again, some of you guys are not triangle people. So, you know, Joe, I know you're gonna hate me, but you guys go inside, wrist, push it towards his body. I raise this way. See how that arm's caught, Danny? I posture, throw my leg around, and I go right to the triangle, arm bar situation. So that's another one that I like to do. But all of that, it's too fancy. You don't need that. You need basics. So watch. We go here. Back on up. We got it. We got the near elbow out. I'm gonna go elbow far side, lock him in a vise, pull my knees up. Remember, the lower you are, the easier it is to get his elbow back in. If I hold him real tight and he kind of fight, rock him back and forth, then boom, he'll get that elbow back in. Now, all's not lost. We still have this. But if I want to keep that near elbow out, I'm going to move this way, guys. See how I went over? I'm like now on his face. I'm trying to cover his face. Now when he wants to get his elbow back in, it's not going to move. Okay? Now watch. Over his face, lay with your belly right over his face so it's uncomfortable. Pin his hand to the mat. Knee goes right over it. Okay? Elbows, hammer fists, punches. Okay? Street fight or MMA. Okay? Once we get here, now more things now open up. Okay? Once we get to here. We've got windshield wiper, pull the guy inside, keep more. Okay? Far side arm bar. Right? Elbows out. Boom, we got to here, put him in a vise. Don't stay here chest to chest. Move on up north. So now when he's closing his elbow against my hip, I'm like, nope, and I lay on his face, and this is now easy. See my elbow in, grabbing his wrist, not like this. Like if he's strong, I don't want to fight his arm like that. Elbow in, now fight, yeah. See how I'm pinning it to the floor? Knee goes right over it. If you choose, windshield wiper. If you choose, just depends on how you want to do this, okay? A lot of times we'll windshield wiper because now it gives this foot an opening to do stuff, okay? So I want you guys to get to this stapled position. We're going step by step. This isn't as sexy as going to a cool triangle, but it's way more effective. You're gonna get a lot of mileage. See that? Your elbow comes out. Elbow comes to the far side. Vice, walk up north. Lay on his face. And now this is pretty simple. Pin, staple. Practice a windshield wiper if you like. And just hold the guy. Have your partner move and just control, okay? Control the guy right here. This is a great position. Practice control from here. Practice this side control. See how my hands kind of spread out? You guys see how my hands spread out? Guys, don't get excited about hugging and squeezing people. If he rocks me back and forth, I'm like, whoa. You start losing positions. Spread out a little bit. Just kind of lay on. Get your balance down. These are the small things of jiu-jitsu where I don't talk enough about them, okay? Is it clear, or do you need to see it again? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm doing what everybody, by the way, I've been doing this for years, but I'm doing what every jiu-jitsu instructor does. Repeatedly, I'm doing it. What is that? What am I talking about? We start out, we become black belts. I got my black belt officially in 2008. We have really cool moves. We have great back takes, cool arm bars. We have wild moves, barato platas and Peruvian neckties and all kinds of cool stuff. Or maybe you're just a black belt that has a really good guillotine. But then what happens is, as we get older and wiser, we start to realize that the students can't do the moves that we do yet. Some do, but it's always few. It's very few. So if you've got a really good move, you'll have 1 or 2 students that really kind of look like you, and then all the rest are still kind of perpetually in a zone where they don't get that much better. The basics matter. And so then what happens is you start to come back to the realization that you have to teach jiu-jitsu in tiny little pieces, and it has to be really, really easy stuff, like not complicated, not jumping over somebody's head to get to a move, because the average person is not gonna do that just yet. Even the athletic white belt or blue belt isn't gonna do it always right away. Some do, but many don't. They just need to learn how to be on top. I was kind of blinded by my early beginnings with wrestling. So by wrestling, I already had those fundamentals of balance, how to control somebody, how to never get flipped over. So what was exciting about jiu-jitsu was it was like going into a candy store when someone showed me a move. It's even a simple move, even an arm bar, right? I thought, wow, I get to break somebody's arm. I'm like Hoist Gracie. But then you realize these guys don't need arm bars. They don't need arm bars. They just need to learn how to lay on top of some dude and not let him get out. Because you're not gonna get to an arm bar if you can't solidify your control, you know? So that's what I also love about MMA, is it brings it back to it's the realest that we have, guys. It's not a real street fight, but it's the realest thing we have. And when you watch MMA, you start to realize, sure, you see fancy moves every now and then, but really the bulk of the grappling you see in MMA is, man, can you just take a guy down and control him? And then if you can control him, can you just, win the round by beating on him a little bit, wear him down? Now, if you guys get on the street, you're gonna be able to submit those guys, but you don't just jump to the submission. What if he's a wild maniac? You gotta control him. At least like a minute, anybody with adrenaline is gonna have a fight to him, and you gotta weather that storm. What if they're bigger than you? You gotta have basic balance, basic control. I'm going on and on. Getting back to the basics, okay? Thank you guys so much. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Sorry for my long diatribe. See you guys next time with more great stuff.